What if I told you that a brand new electric car now costs just $10,000? Not used, not stripped down, not a prototype, a real, production electric vehicle. And it's not coming from Tesla or even China. It's coming from India, at a time when most EVs in America still cost $30,000 to $60,000. One company just flipped the entire equation upside down. This is the story of the Tata Punch EV, and why it might quietly become one of the biggest threats to the global electric car industry. For years, the electric vehicle revolution has been dominated by a simple idea. EVs are the future, but they're expensive. Companies like Tesla proved electric cars could be fast, smart, and desirable. Chinese giants like BYD made them cheaper, but still not cheap enough for everyone. And then suddenly, something unexpected happened. A compact electric SUV entered the market with a price tag close to $10,000. At first glance, it looks like just another small car, but underneath, it represents something much bigger, because this isn't just about one vehicle. This is about a strategy that could redefine the global EV race. Weichu is Tata Motors. To understand how this is even possible, you need to understand the company behind it. Tata Motors is not some startup experimenting with cheap cars. It's part of the Tata Group, one of the largest and most powerful business conglomerates in the world. We're talking about a company with operations in over 100 countries. Every year, Tata sells hundreds of thousands of passenger vehicles, and even more commercial vehicles like trucks and buses. But here's where things get interesting. Tata Motors also owns Jaguar Land Rover. That means the same company making a $10,000 EV is also building luxury vehicles sold in the United States and Europe. So on one side, Tata understands premium engineering. On the other side, it understands mass market affordability. And that combination is extremely rare. The EV market problem. Now let's talk about the real issue. Why are electric cars so expensive? In the US, even the most affordable EVs often start above $30,000. In Europe, prices can easily go beyond $40,000. And even companies like BYD, known for cost efficiency, still sell most global models above $15,000 to $25,000. So what's driving these high prices? Three main things. First, the battery. The battery alone can account for up to 40% of the total cost of an EV. Materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel are expensive and difficult to scale. Second, research and development. EV technology is still evolving, and companies are spending billions on software, charging systems, and battery innovation. Third, production scale. Most EVs are not yet produced at the same massive scale as gasoline cars, which keeps costs higher. So when a company suddenly launches a $10,000 EV, it doesn't just raise eyebrows, it raises questions. How Tata did it. So how did Tata pull this off? The answer isn't magic, it's strategy. First, battery optimization. Instead of chasing maximum range, Tata focused on practical daily use. Most people don't drive 300 miles a day. They drive 20, maybe 30 miles. So instead of installing a massive, expensive battery, Tata used a smaller, more efficient one. Second, localization. This is huge. While many global automakers rely on international supply chains, Tata manufactures most components locally in India. That means lower labor costs, lower transportation costs, lower import taxes. Third, platform sharing. The Punch EV is not built from scratch. It's based on an existing platform that has been adapted for electric use. This dramatically reduces development costs. And finally, scale and ecosystem. Because Tata controls large parts of its supply chain, it can keep costs under control in a way many competitors simply can't. Battery and real-world performance. Now let's talk about what really matters. Range. On paper, the Tata Punch EV offers around 300 to 400 kilometers of range. That's roughly 180 to 250 miles. But in real-world conditions, it's closer to 140 to 190 miles. And honestly, that's perfectly fine for city driving. Because here's the truth, Most drivers don't need long range, they need reliability, and that's exactly what Tata focused on. Of course, there are trade-offs. Charging speeds are not as fast as premium EVs, highway range drops faster at higher speeds, and the battery isn't designed for long-distance luxury travel. But again, this car was never meant to compete with Tesla Model 3. It was meant to bring EVs to the masses. Why this matters globally now. Here's where things get serious, because this isn't just about India. If a company can successfully produce a $10,000 EV, it changes everything. Think about it. In countries where fuel prices are high, a cheap EV becomes extremely attractive. In developing markets across Asia, Africa, and South America, this could trigger mass adoption. And once that happens, global automakers will have no choice but to respond. Tesla and BYD reaction. Let's talk about Tesla. Tesla dominates the EV conversation, especially in the US. But Tesla's strength has always been innovation, not affordability. Now imagine a world where consumers start prioritizing price over performance. Suddenly, Tesla's strategy faces pressure. Elon Musk has already hinted at a low-cost Tesla. But now, the urgency is real. Now let's talk about BYD. BYD is already known for affordable EVs, but even they haven't reached this level of pricing globally. If Tata's model proves successful, BYD may be forced to push prices even lower, and that could trigger a global price war. The engineering strategy. Here's another key detail. The Punch EV is small, and that's intentional. Smaller car means smaller battery, less material, lower weight, lower cost, instead of chasing size and luxury. Tata focused on efficiency, and that's what makes this model scalable. Challenges. But let's be realistic, this isn't a perfect story. There are challenges. Charging infrastructure is still limited in many regions. Low margins mean profitability could be a concern, and competition will increase as other companies enter this space. So the question is, can this model scale globally? Conclusion. The Tata Punch EV is more than just a cheap car. It's a signal that the EV market is changing. From premium to mass adoption, from innovation to affordability, and from future technology to present reality. The real question isn't whether this car will succeed. The real question is, who will follow next? If you want to stay ahead of the biggest shifts in EV tech and global markets, make sure you hit subscribe, because the future isn't coming. It's already here, and it's getting cheaper.